wasn't necessarily trying to be funny. I just literally just said something goofy. It was not exclusively to be funny, but it happened to be funny. I appreciate the flowers.
Either way, it's been mentioned whether I said it or not. So
Yeah, yeah. So, but I feel like in a situation like this, if they don't hear us say "Free Britney," does it count? Like, how did she know? I mean, now we've said it already in the episode, so it.
free Britney.
Why would it ever be anything but? He fucking ended. So Wait to Exhale. I've only seen it once, and it was quite a time.
Um, I haven't seen it for a minute, but when I did the first time I watched it, I was pretty young. I'm thinking because I mean I watched it on freaking tape VHS.
I know what a tape is. Yes.
So I watched it many times. Which is how I learned that freaking speech. Um,
To which I would ask, like, why? Why did you watch it so
it's
many?
just so funny to watch. It's so funny. Just the way all of it the way it all goes down, because when she's standing there and she's smoking the cigarette and then she tosses it and she goes inside and she just loses it. Like
I don't
I
understand. Like,
100% haven't seen the movie in over a decade, so I can't remember exactly everything, but that is so vivid in my mind, especially the part when he's not there and she's just popping off, and she's just like, get your crap, and get out. And
so
then she
like,
sets his car on fire. Like, it's great.
so yeah, like you're crazy. Like just straight up, because like when I tell you like nothing about it's funny, like even the way it's
It's
done,
a great movie. It's a
it's
great movie.
it probably is for a woman. Like, but for me, like I didn't see it would be considered woke today, I guess. Is like, yes, this is what like needs to be said. Men are garbage. To which like
Oh
anybody
well,
thinks that can eat a dick
what
and
I was
die.
saying before is
Well,
that
get
I
fucked, man.
am
That's like when you
and
think men are
always
trash.
have been.
Get
I've
fucked.
I've been woke and a feminist. Um,
Never been a feminist. I hate feminists. I really only like women who hate feminists. Like I think feminists are
mhm.
scum because they're idiots. Like they're just angry for no reason whatsoever. Like they're angry at the wrong people usually, and there's no getting around that.
I So I don't know why I liked the movie so much. Like, um, especially like at that age, because I was full on just like
A child.
early teenager. But that's one of the few,
I forgot how old she
like
was. I did.
that's one of the few like links to like full like black culture that I have.
I will say that I will say that the soundtrack is beastly though. Like above all else, the soundtrack is nasty. Like it is. Like the soundtrack is super nasty. Like I'm not. Oh, shoot. Like I'm not gonna take that from it. Um.
Also, this movie definitely like stuff like uh this movie 100% helped probably boost the popularity of something like Living Single. Most definitely
I
probably
doubt it.
led to
I super doubt it.
you don't think?
Hell no. Two different. The vibes are too different. That's like saying that like Bad Boys is the
Well, no,
reason.
I was about to say Girlfriends. That probably helped lead to something like Girlfriends happening.
I'm about to say yeah, maybe. I don't know. Because
it was a kind of a catalyst show for some things to come. Also, Angela Bassett is just awesome.
Yeah, Angela. I have been like told that I'm gross because I have a crush on Angela Bassett. Like she is.
A lot of people are call Angela Bassett.
Yeah, I know, but I was told I was gross by somebody whose opinion I don't care about. Because she's small and gross. Like I think that was ultimately his reasoning. Was like she's so. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
And like the answer is because she's not super feminine looking. Like she's not curvy. Like she's not, you know what she looks like.
Mm.
She's muscular on top of everything.
Yeah, she has. Yeah.
But that's part of the reason why I think she's so hot. Like she's small and she looks like she'd stab me. Like just straight up. Like she looks like as soon as I'm unhappy with you, I'm fucking stabbing you. Like just like immediately.
Let's see. Where is she from?
Detroit.
She's from New York. So yeah, she'd probably stab you. Yeah, she would probably stab you.
So like, but to say that it's a catalyst, I don't think so. Mostly because like shows like Girlfriends, hell, even like what's that other show, Heart to Heart? Like I think shows like that.
What's Heart to Heart?
It's kind of like Girlfriends, like in that era. I feel like shows like that they were on their way.
Well, no, I don't mean. So I don't mean like catalyst. Essentially, what I mean is like they proved.
No, I know what you meant.
You know that something could be held.
That it could sell. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, like I
what
totally
is
understand
Heart to Heart, dude? What is?
It's a TV show.
Are you sure? I'm looking.
Spell heart.
I have Heart. I have Heart to Heart, 1928 film. Heart to Heart, 1949.
Spell Heart to Heart with a 2.
I mean, it all shows up. I've got Heart to Heart with a 2, 2010 Indonesian film.
There is a show that was on UPN. Mind you, I didn't watch it. I didn't have to.
The one with Kyla Pratt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might not be called Heart to Heart. Like I might be super wrong about that.
Yeah, I'm checking. 1-on-1.
Oh, so close. Close. Oh, fuck you, laugh.
None of those were even the same word. You had the right structure, sure.
Yeah, that's all I needed. Like that's how you knew it was close.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
That's what made it close, you bro.
That was funny. Kyla Pratt, what's she doing?
Smoking dope. I don't know.
No, she's on that show with Newman on Fox.
Oh my gosh, that fucking cat show.
Yeah.
I was so sure that show would not last. I was like, there's no.
They got a second season.
I was like, there's no fucking way. Boy.
Oh, dude, Leslie Jordan is on that. Oh, I forgot about it. Because he can't keep a secret.
Yet somehow you forgot about it.
Oh, that is a funny man. Did I send you that video of
Probably.
when he was talking about when he was on American Horror Story?
Probably.
Am I gonna have to tell the story for you to be like, yeah, you sent me the video?
No, I'm pretty. Like when I say probably, I mean you sent me a bunch of them, and I didn't think.
Okay, so anyway, he shows up to a place and he's like, I just came back from shooting
I didn't need the story.
American Horror Story. and we had somebody on, but I'm not supposed to say, who it is. And then he goes, but anyway, it's Lady Gaga. And then he continues to tell the story. Because he's a fun guy.
The best.
And I'm still a little sad that the Cool Kids got canceled, I don't think they knew what they had.
I don't think they cared. If I'm being at least partially honest.
I mean, it was a great cast. Martin Mull is 77.
I cannot believe that was. I knew it was gonna be the last one.
David Allen Greer is 65. Get out of here.
Yeah, his beard makes him look quite a bit older.
Dude, I thought he was younger.
Oh, you're dumb.
You're cruising for a bruising, son.
Trying to punch me? You gonna punch me?
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try. How old is Keenan? Keenan is
Thompson?
63. No. Wait. So Keenan is 63. How old is Damon?
Like
Damon is 60. Damon is 60. Because Marlon is almost 50, so Sean's gotta be like 50. Kim is 59. Sean is 50. Which makes Marlon is 49.
Here we go.
There was another one? Who is Nadia?
Can you spare a moment to help?
It was so strange. And a good
Oh well, she don't even get her own page.
Probably she didn't do anything. She probably chose not to.
No, I clicked the link and it just took me to the Wayans family.
Yeah, she probably didn't do too much. It was so strange to me that like in a lot of stuff that Kim was in, she was normally paired with Marlon. But when she was
They're the
paired
two
with Marlon,
wackiest.
Can I finish? Can I finish? But she'd be
If I allow you to, yes.
But if she got paired with Marlon, they usually end up in some kind of weird dating scenario. Like it was in the movie Mo Money.
I'll give you something you might
Like that's what it is. She ends up wanting like her character is like after his character. And I was like, that's so weird. That's so weird. And like
Yeah, it
even
was very weird.
and even in the Wayans brothers, like I don't know, man. It's what the fuck are you doing? Because like the thing that makes it extra weird is like they're usually those episodes or like movies that they're in are usually like partially written and directed by one of them. So the idea that somebody in the family was like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do is like, is this not weird? Is it just us as the viewing public?
It's like Jason Bateman and Justine Bateman were almost made love interests in a movie once.
That's God, like I don't know though. I feel like with that, like when it's Hollywood, it's like, well, yeah, it's Hollywood. Like you know how weird Hollywood is. I feel like we're gonna like hold on. let's hold that thought for a second. I feel that Waiting to Exhale is a weird movie
Oh my gosh.
for a young boy to be. Oh my gosh! For a young
Oh,
boy.
are you reading listener comments? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm playing the game. I'm just trying to because we were talking about weird fucking movies, and like I can't get it. I have not had the opportunity to talk to anybody about Hereditary, especially the way it ends. Like, I don't give a fuck about spoiling it, because there's no fucking way you wanted to watch Hereditary if you're watching this. Like, if you did want to watch Hereditary, go watch it. It's not good. A couple weeks ago, you asked me, like, a good suspense movie. How do you make a good suspense movie? And my response was, you have to let the audience be able to figure out the mystery before it's like revealed.
Oh, dude, I never told you what came of that, did I?
No.
So I didn't place. However,
Well, then fuck
they
it.
absolutely loved my story.
Those two things don't match up. But all right.
No, I didn't place because it was a bad story. I didn't place because of for them because of the structure. And I don't even mean the structure of the story. I literally mean like the physical structure of the way I wrote. Like they had an issue with my grammar in the story, like with writing. They didn't like that I used so many contractions.
Ah, man, it's weird. I don't know if I told you, but I recently read No Country for Old Men, the book, and it's written like it was designed to be a screenplay. Like it's written very descriptively, and it's written in a way. It's written in the way they talk. So a lot of it I understood because I'm so fucking country. Every now and one, like it's just like they didn't say it like one of the characters didn't say every. He said ever. Every one of them. Every one of them. Every one of them. That's how he would talk. So like I understood it, but I was like, yeah, this is wild. Like, it was like, you know, being that I've seen the movie, like, and I've seen this movie so many times.
You'll have to take out those dustmen guys first.
So what?
No, go on.
So like the idea of like, well, it's like the way it's structured, like we don't really care for this. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So one of the,
They didn't like that I used run-ons and that I used contractions.
One of the things
But the thing is like it was a 12-page limit, right? And I had to go back and delete things just so that I could get the end on the page. So I had no other choice but to write it the way I wrote it, essentially. It was a 12-page limit. There, if you go over 12 pages, you're disqualified. So what was I supposed to do?
I'm pretty sure the answer is write better.
There was no way to write better. It's pretty much like you said. Those two things don't go together. You can't love my story and then not place me.
Well, they can, because I feel like in the they were afraid.
Yeah, because they did.
Because if they told, they were like, well, we're gonna accept this. They'd have to like explain it to somebody else. It's like, why
No, they wouldn't, because we didn't get to see the other people's screenplays.
Look, I am just a man who is trying to make.
Yeah, I need you to stop. I need you to support me fully and stop trying to give people the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm just trying to make the world make sense. So
give me my flowers.
I don't know what that means, and I think it's gay, so I don't really want to know what it means.
But go on. Hereditary, stupid
Hereditary
movie.
is fucking terrible, and it doesn't do a good job of like letting you know something fucky is going on. I mean, it does in theory, it does give you like a heads up that hey, this family ain't quite right, like toward the middle of the movie, and I didn't hate it, but at the same time, like I was what I like to refer to as archiving, because it makes it sound like I'm not stealing the movies, which is just me recording them to a hard drive, and I did look up a way, like I tried to see if there was a way that I could like open the direct TV hard drive, like the box, and just like put the hard drive somewhere else and just rip things directly from the hard drive. I tried. Like, apparently there's not a way to do that, because that's what I wanted to do. Oh my god! Oh my fuck! That's what I wanted to do, but that wasn't an option.
So, I probably, at this point, I would probably watch it again just to see if I have the same reaction.
The only part of the movie that I remembered in any capacity was the ending.
Oh, I remember many parts. The girl getting her head knocked off, which is a literal impossibility. The part towards the end when the mom gets possessed and she's Spider Woman on the ceiling.
Okay,
that like literally laughed out loud.
Like moments like that, like because I'm used to watching movies like this, like they don't make me laugh because I don't understand. Because I usually understand that they're supposed to invoke a specific emotion, but like there was no lead up to that. And like I understand.
Yeah, because she just loses. She just loses the fight and gets possessed.
Yeah, it's like so like there was no.
Oh, the husband being set on fire. That was great.
I don't remember that part. So you say like the girl getting her head like knocked off, because it got knocked off. Like she had so to set this up, the boy, her older brother, takes her to this party that he goes to because he wants to see this girl, and he doesn't want the little sister hanging around, so he's like, hey, go like hang out in the kitchen. They have cake. See if they'll give you some cake if you want some cake. Well, they give her some cake, and it's got nuts in it. And the fact that it's got nuts in it, and I'm telling you that it has nuts in it, obviously that's relevant. She has an allergic reaction. He's trying to take her to the hospital. He is pushing it. Pushing it is what black people call going really, really fast in a car. If you ever wondered if you ever hear black people say he was pushing it down the highway, that's what it means. It doesn't mean that he was like testing his luck. It means that he was going really gosh darn fast. And he was going really, really fast. Really, really fast. And then like I think he swerved to miss something.
It was like an armadillo or something.
Yeah, in the road. and he binged her head on the side. He binged her.
No,
head.
why did he bing her head?
Because he swerved.
Oh, no,
No, because she was hanging out of the window, trying to get more air.
Yeah,
because she couldn't breathe. Because she couldn't breathe. Now I don't know how many of y'all know about anaphylaxis, but she's
that ain't gonna help. Just flat out, just that ain't gonna help.
I don't know how much I know about anaphylaxis, but she was a civil rights worker.
I hate you. That's a drag name.
Anaphylaxis.
That's a drag. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Miss.
It's fucking genius. So yeah. So she's going into the mildest case of anaphylaxis I've ever fucking seen in my life. And she's hanging out the window
Oh, yeah.
trying to breathe. And so he like swerves to miss this small marsupial. I don't know what
I think it was an armadillo.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was a deer. Dang it.
And he and she hits her head on the
Oh my god! I forgot this part!
Lord, the fact that he just like drives off.
Yes!
Yeah. So he hits her head and there's like this thunk and he like skids to a halt. And then like the camera is just like it's a long shot out of the scene to see like what's going on. And what ends up happening is like he just pulls off. He just drives the fuck away. And he goes home. Like he goes home. And he goes home and he goes to bed. And like we see him like put the car, like park the car in front of the house. And like there are like and there's no explanation to anything. That's just it. Like there's no explanations. And so the next day, the mom gets up and she goes like down to the car. She goes outside for one reason or another, goes down to the car, and she just starts screaming. And this psycho, because that's what he is at this point, has driven the headless corpse of his sister home in the car. And then has parked the car for his parents to find the next day. That's what happened. Like, there's no more to it than that. Like, there's nothing else to be heard. There's nothing else to be said. That's just what happened. Oh, that's uncomfortable. So they like bury the girl. Okay, so while she's screaming and all, and like we're getting the revelation of like we don't understand what happened. That was happening. It cuts from the house to like the roadside, like it's a gravel road. Is the weirdest part. It's like a dirt road, and so it cuts to her head laying out in like some dirt on the side of this road, like being covered in ants. Like, that's what happened. Okay, now, the reason I'm dwelling so hard on it, other than because of what it sounds like, your bro was like, that's impossible. Now, I can't tell you for sure if it's literally impossible to detach someone's head from their body.
He has to be moving at an unholy speed for the head to come off entirely by hitting just a pole. Otherwise, it would literally just smash the pole. It would have just smashed her face in, and probably it would have smashed her face in and probably actually pulled her body out of the car.
Now, the reason I'm bringing it up is because I am a sick and twisted individual. There was an incident in another country, not in America, many years ago. And what happened was a lady was in the car with her boyfriend and her kid in the back seat, and she was in the front seat topless. Mind you, this is not in America, so don't judge her based on our sensibilities. She's topless, he's filming it, and he's going really fast down the road, and she's hanging out the window, and like she's like sitting, like her back is like laying on like the window, where the window would be of the car, and she hits a pole. Like, bing! And like it's one of those things where she hit it so fast that it didn't snatch her out of the car. Like nothing like immediately broke. But like it hit, you heard it hit. And I'm not sure, like, 'cause I have the video in one of my phones. Because she's topless stuff. And I don't remember if she like pulled herself back into the car or if she just kind of like slumped back into the car. But she died like later that night.
Mm-hmm.
So like the idea that the girl could have died, 100% like plausible, completely plausible.
Internal.
Yes.
Oh,
like,
if she had hit her head, it's over. Like
yeah, she most likely would have died immediately.
she was going. Yeah, she was taking the long nap.
Yeah, she was gonna die. Like it was gonna be instantaneous, and she wouldn't have felt it.
Yeah.
They didn't have to do it the way they did it in the movie, which is half the reason. It's
Well,
so
no, they wanted shock value. Yeah.
But here's the thing about killing children: when you kill kids in a movie, it doesn't matter how they die. The fact that they die at all. Like I'm gonna bring up this moment. It's gonna make your bro laugh. We're both gonna seem like assholes, but fuck off. There's this movie called Simon Birch.
That's when we learned in middle school that I was messed up.
I was told as a kid that it wasn't funny, but me and my nephew both thought it was so fucking funny. But like, there's this movie called Simon Birch, and it's basically about a small boy. He's like a dwarf, like basically, but he's not an adult dwarf yet. He's still just a baby dwarf. And there's a scene where he's like, they let him play on the baseball team for like pity points, and he's never told. And they're like, they just like let him walk you, and like just get your 4 balls and you walk. And one day he decides, I'm gonna fucking swing it. I'm gonna swing it. Watch me bring it to the next level. And get it funky like the Nibbles.
God.
So he swings it and he connects with the ball, and this ball goes flying through the air. It's a glorious hit, but it goes so far. It goes out toward like the parking lot area, where his best and nearly only friend's mom is in the perfect position to get beamed inside of the dome piece by this fly ball. It connects with her fucking temple, and she's done.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The friend stood up. He's watching it in slow motion.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know if the friend saw it in slow motion. I think that might have been just for the audience at home.
It happened right in front of him. Oh my gosh.
It's not funny, but it's hilarious.
Dude, this sound it makes when it hit her. She's dead. This dude didn't try CPR. He didn't try to slap her.
He's like, oh, yeah,
he just picked her up and said, she's dead.
It was like, everybody's like, oh man, fuck, Frank said she's dead? Yeah, Frank said she's fucking dead.
Dude, she has that. She's got that Peter Griffin, her leg.
She's got that Peter Griffin.
Her leg is a full right angle. Oh my god. You know how on Family Guy, whenever they pass out, they're on their side and they've got that floppy arm? Yeah. Like, her leg is a full right angle.
Now, I don't know
she
if
died for real.
I don't know if they should have killed her. It probably would have definitely like gave her like amnesia or like a concussion.
Oh my god!
Because it's a softball. It's not a baseball. It's a fucking softball. Because they're kids. They're playing fucking softball. So like yeah, like in stuff like that. Like the fact that like her head, and it wasn't like like that little girl's head getting like knocked off from the car ride would have been like a Mortal Kombat fatality where her fucking spine would have like yanked out along with it. But it's almost like a clean cut. Like I don't like under no circumstance is there any way that like her head would have, because people tend to forget like it ain't just pulling the skin or breaking the skin. It's severing the spine and cleanly tearing all the muscles, sinew, and everything that's in between that. It's holding your fat, greasy head on your shitty body. So like the fact that it would have, like what would have happened, and this happened to me.
I'm reading the comments. So the little league coach was like, "Time of death? What?"
It was the 90s, man. That's how things were back then. Everybody had to do everything. Everybody had to be double something. There wasn't enough people.
Oh my god.
Now, I didn't break my toe. At least I don't think I broke my toe, but I super duper sprained my pinky toe. My baby toe, depending on what you call it. Moving out of a door way too fast. I moved, like, what happened, like, her head, the way her head hit this pole should have been the same way my toe caught the door jamb. It was going so fast that it wouldn't have grabbed it and yanked it off. But it moved so fast that it pulled it into a weird position, and then it would have turned somehow and snapped back. Like, that's what would have happened. Like, the girl, like, would have, like, caught, like, you know, would have caught it to the dome, and it would have happened so fast, she wouldn't have had an opportunity to really wonder what happened. Maybe got back into the car, and then passed out. But, like, the idea of her, like, just head off.
She wouldn't have gotten back into the car. That's instant death.
She just would have slumped immediately.
She was dead no matter what. But the head was not coming off.
No. Alright, y'all. I gotta go.
Oh my god. Woman. Wow, what a nice day to take a walk. Baseball. I'm about to end this woman's whole career.
Oh man, I hate YouTube comments. YouTube comments have turned into like
Oh my gosh.
YouTube comments for
Troll
almost any
Central.
video. No, it's fucking Star Search. It's everybody using the exact same joke formats, trying to get like their 15 minutes of fame, hoping that like they get like 100 likes or whatever, or like the uploader will give them some attention. It's just annoying. Like there's no talking about anything anymore. It's just I'm funny. Check me out. I'm hilarious. Like, no, you're not. You're derivative. Everything you do is derivative of something that's less funny by the moment. Anyway.
So I saw this picture.
Until next time. We gotta go.
Oh. Wait. I saw this picture of a movie poster.
I'm not.
No, because it's gonna relate. It's not even like. There's nothing to even converse about over it.
Hurry up then.
What? Oh, free Britney.
All right, peace.